You might be wondering why we saw some big hail. We saw up to baseball-sized hail on the north side of the Denver metro area early this morning on this Tuesday, June the 17th. We rarely get overnight storms here across the Denver area, and there's a couple of reasons why. Also, eastern Colorado in general is just tough to get overnight storms, but we saw them overnight. Let's start things off with the reasons why we often do not see large hail here in the Denver metro area and across eastern Colorado. Now, the reason being is often our lacking ingredient when it comes to severe weather here. It is moisture. We live in a dry place, right? We're what I call the high desert in the Denver area and across eastern Colorado. We need to get an east wind to pull in moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico. Normally the winds come out of the west, right? So usually we're not getting that upslope flow, that moisture that we need, but we obviously had that overnight. Not only do we have that, we had dew points, measuring the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, in the low 60s. That is very uncommon. We might get that 5-ish times a year. And then we had a cold front move through overnight. So you had the low level moisture, which we often don't have. That's usually our lacking ingredient. Then we had a cold front move through, which created the sort of lift that we needed to generate those showers and storms. So you kind of had, I would think of it this way. The gasoline would be the low level moisture, and then the match, the light, would be the cold front. So we often don't have both of those at the same time. It happens every couple of years. That's what happened last night, and that's why we saw such strong storms. That's why we saw baseball-sized hail in parts of the North Metro area this morning.